Hello. I'm not gonna waste any more time. I'm going straight into gaming. So, I'm gonna just play some more Fields of Mystria. I have been working a bit this weekend, so I just feel like having a bit of a relaxing day. So, that's what I'm doing. Oh, it's the chicken's birthday. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really... so yesterday, or Thursday I think it was, I said that I might stream 2 times over the weekend, and I decided, not necessarily last minute, but somewhat, like on Friday or so, that I kind of only felt up to doing 1 stream this weekend, because I've been streaming way more than I usually do. Because I usually only ever stream like maybe 2 times a week or so. Actually, it's more accurate to say that I do it kind of once a week, 2 maybe. So, ooh, we have an animal festival now. Who has the best animals in Mystria with both small and large animal categories? Started raising animals I thought you might like to enter. There's some great prizes up for grabs. Although you might have some stiff competition with Hayden, I won't lie. But whatever happens, it'll definitely be a great day out. I've been attending the animal festival every year since I was old enough to walk. That's it from me. Have a nice rest of your day. Yeah, but what I was saying is just that, oh dear, I lost my train of thought. Essentially, all I was saying, though, was that I ended up deciding to only do 1 stream this weekend because I've streamed more than I usually do. So I feel like I needed to take a bit of a break because it was just, I was getting really tired. Which is fine, because I don't stream all too much in general, so this is a bit of an oddity for me, mainly because I've been trying to reach affiliate, so it is what it is. Because I think if I can maintain 2 more streams with a minimum of 3 average viewers, I'll reach the affiliate level, and that'd be so cool. Whoa, that was weird. Get out of my way. But otherwise, I'm just gonna kind of chill tonight, take it easy, because I got so much more work to do. But luckily, I'm starting to somewhat wind down on the amount of work I need to do. Thankfully, due to the fact that my school quarter is starting to wind down as well, so hopefully that means sooner or later I won't have to be as stressed as I am right now. Hello, Greenwood. Happy Sunday. Yes, you're right. Monday is coming, unfortunately. How was your weekend? Mine has been busy. How was the day? It was good. It was good. It wasn't that stressful at all. I did take a bit of a winding down for me, like break, because I've been busy all weekend, but it's been good. And I figured to top off the day, I should, you know, play some Fields of Mystria. But yep. I don't know if I'm going to actually end up playing Repo at all because yesterday, as you could probably tell, I didn't end up streaming, and I think yesterday was the most likely day that I was gonna play Repo with Aqua, but we ended up being a bit too tired, so I took the opportunity to take a break yesterday, and so I don't know if we're gonna do that anytime soon, but it'd be fun. It was good. My older sister from Arkansas came to visit. Nice. Yep, I'm getting really... So for me, this semester has kind of flown by. So like, it felt like for the longest time, my semester was going really, really fast. And I was getting so close to the end of being finally done with college for good. And now that I'm literally a few weeks out from being done, it's starting to slow down for me, and I'm like, oh my god. No, that's fine. Weekends are meant to relax, especially after the amount of work. Yeah, I was kind of talking about that, how this is the most I've ever really streamed in like a 2-week, 3-week period. So I was getting a little tired. But yeah, I'm so happy that I'm finally starting to somewhat wind down on like assignments and stuff, and then I'll be done and I won't ever have to like, you know, keep up with assignments ever again. I don't know what these are. What is this? Oh, it's a little, no, what is trellis? That's what it's called. Cool. Let's change that. Canvas is going to be but a PTSD memory soon enough. That's funny you say that because I actually never used Canvas for any of my assignments. I used good old, Google Slides and PowerPoint presentation. But I get what you're saying. Let's see, I need 10 more of these. Oop. Have I heard about the recent drama? Are you talking about the most recent streamer drama? Twitch? Oh, yeah. I did hear something about that, but yeah, I don't really... I'm trying not to get too much into drama recently, but I did hear about it. Because I've noticed that my Twitter feed has kind of become like full of drama recently, so I'm just like, oh my goodness, I need to not be too into that. Otherwise, it'll just bog me down, you know? Alright, let me check my animals. Honestly, that's smart. Distance yourself as far away from them as possible. Yeah. That's kind of just how, in general, I feel about others, I guess, in the content creation sphere. Because even though I don't really think of myself as like a, you know, content creator or anything, I'm just like, even then, I feel like I'm just like so disconnected from it. I don't really want to be involved with it, you know? I'm gonna put my trellis somewhere over here. What were the eats today? Let me think. I had SpaghettiOs. SpaghettiOs with meatballs. Because I didn't really feel like cooking anything crazy today. Because the other day, I think I had a loaded baked potato, and I didn't really feel like cooking anything crazy. Oh, and then I also made some like biscuits. So that's also what I had. How about you? Did you eat anything good today? Oh. So, something else that happened while I was hanging out and working today was I saw that apparently um, the VTuber Shoto, he debuted his new model, and I've known about him before because I see him pop up on my Twitter feed every so often, but um, I've never actually watched his streams or whatever. But I really like his shirt. Like his shirt on his new model, it's very much like a nice little fluffy or poofy blouse, but something about this shirt I really like. That's the one thing that's really caught my attention about his newest model. Never heard of him. What's his name so I can Google it? Shoto. I believe his username doesn't spell out exactly like that though. I think it's SHXTO. But he's a decently big male VTuber. So, I mean, I see him a lot because I interact with a lot of VTuber content. But I saw his newest model and I love his shirt. I don't know. I love it a lot. Now let's see. What else do I need to do? Oh, I forgot to get these stones. Whoopsie. Ooh, there's some saplings on my property, so let's try and get some sap. We're still on that sap thing. I don't know where to get it. Oh no, Gigi's come to already cry like 16 minutes into the stream. Greenwood says hi, Gigi. Yeah, but otherwise, nothing too crazy is going on in my circle of the woods. Just the same old work. Oh, I need to see if Baylor's selling any sap. And no, he's not. Dang. Oh, but I will say that I think I'm planning on going to go watch the new Chainsaw Man movie. Um, I think tomorrow. I'm really excited because I haven't actually watched or read Chainsaw Man. Um, but I do know decently enough in order to, I think, enjoy the Chainsaw Man movie. Because I hear it's really good, and I really want to see the Bomb Girl arc. Dude, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Why would I be? Why couldn't I be born into generational wealth? Isn't God? Don't we all wish that? Oops. Did I leave the cauldron on? Well, I'm sure it's fine. Yes, fine. Hmm. You haven't? Dude, you should totally quickly catch up before seeing it. I don't know if I'll be able to do that within like now and tomorrow. Because like I don't know how long the chapters or like episodes are. Like, do you think I'd be able to catch up within the next 24 hours or so? Um, on everything I need before I actually see the movie? Because 7 times speed is there. I'm not gonna watch a show with 7 times speed. I mean, if I can. How many episodes are in season one? Do you know off the top of your head? Because if I can, like, if there's like less than 24, I should be able to catch up, I think, right? But either way, um, I'm excited to go see it regardless. You think 12? Okay, cool. Then I should be able to do that if I'm interested, you know? Besides, I mean, my brother reads a lot of manga and stuff. Like he actually reads them and keeps up with it. I think he's like caught up entirely with Chainsaw Man, and he's told me quite a bit about it. So I think I know enough about like what happens in order for me to like understand the movie. You know? I hope at least. Ah, now I need to find the sap somewhere. Oh, it's his birthday. Okay, I gotta give him something. There we go. For some reason, my computer's loading a little bit slower than usual today, I noticed. I think it's because it updated. And that, I need to turn off automatic updates. That was my bad. I did not mean to leave that on. Honestly, I honestly take any reason to see things in theaters. I don't know why, but seeing anything in theaters feels so, yeah, yeah. I get that. I think, it's been a minute since I've been to the theaters myself. I think the last thing I went to go see was, Fantastic Four, the newest one. Um, my brother goes to the movies more often than I do. Because not a whole lot has been coming out recently that like I'm personally like really into. So I don't know. I need to go back. I'm glad to be going back to the movie theaters for this thing because I hear that it's really good, and also I think in general, from what I've seen of it, it looks really good too. Like the art style. Do you typically fuck with movies? Yeah. I mean, I like watching a lot of movies. Don't get me wrong. I just wouldn't call myself a cinephile, you know? Because I'm not necessarily the most like, I guess, I need to go see this movie just because like it's a movie or whatever, you know? Typically I'll only really shell out the money because like going to movies can be pretty expensive if it's something I'm like really into seeing. And recently there hasn't been too many movies like that. But I mean, it is what it is. Man, I've been getting so many golden eggs and milk recently. I guess it's because I'm taking such good care of my animals. Although I did hear that there's some like good movies in theaters right now, because I went to a restaurant that I kind of frequent relatively often recently, and I was talking with the manager because he was the one working the counter, so we were chatting, and he was asking if I had seen or if I was going to see, I guess, Black Phone 2, I think is what it was, which I'm pretty sure is a horror movie. And I was telling him, oh no, I don't usually watch horror movies because like I'm not really that into them. And he was telling me that it's, well, one, the first one is really good, and then two, that the second one is really good. But yeah, in general, I don't really watch horror movies all that often either. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a bit of a horror movies in the Big 25. I mean, it's a pretty popular genre, I believe, right? Especially since it's Halloween, or Halloween's coming up. It's like a decently big genre. Man, I do think it's just probably because not a whole lot of, you know, I think a reason why I'm like not that into like a lot of movies is because of the fact I just prefer animated stuff. And there isn't really a whole lot of animated stuff in theaters at the moment, you know? I mean, I still have yet to go see Bad Guys 2, which I heard is pretty good. Same dude, horror movies are either as disturbing or so scary that I end up traumatized for an entire night. Mmm. Yeah. What's funny is that I don't think my parents are really all that big on horror either. But the other night I called them just to chat with them, and they were watching a horror movie, and I turned to I'm like talking to my mom, and I'm like, "You don't like horror movies though. Why are you watching one?" And she was just like, "I don't know. I'm in bed. It's on TV. That's what we're watching for the night." Now I gotta find Hayden. I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is. Okay. But that's generally kind of how I feel about horror movies as well, where it's just like sometimes uh, they're bad, sometimes they're not that great, and I don't know. Ooh. Let's see what you got on your cart. Nothing good. Baylor, you're failing me. Hello. In my studies, I've come to understand that our forebears put a great deal of stock into divine decree. Destiny, if you will. Uh-oh, is this going into a flirty territory? It's comforting to think that I was always meant to be exactly as I am, living in these exact circumstances. Yep, I knew it. But I understand one might find the idea of fate a bit stifling. What are your thoughts? I believe in fate. I also believe in fate. But I believe we have a hand in creating our own destinies too. Our lives, relationships, and fates. They all form us as we're forming them. Just think of all the paths that we took that lead us both here. Surely it's more than serendipity. Cute. Hang on, wait. Okay, so my older cousin tricked me into watching The Human Centipede when I was younger, and that's why it sparked my super intense hatred for them. Don't watch that movie. Um, I never planned on watching Human Centipede. I read the synopsis for it once, like years ago, and that was enough for me to go like, no, I'm good, I'm good. Also, Aelin is such a player. That's big bro right there. He's not a player if he's committed just to me, you know? Alright, let me give you your flower for your birthday. There we go. Oh, I will say though, there's this one song that kind of trended for a bit that's kind of about the human centipede, called Red Flags. I think it's like a parody, jokey song or something. But I did I did listen to that song quite a bit because I thought it was funny, but it does kind of talk about this human centipede in it, and it's just what a movie. Not something that's for me, but, you know. I need to go to the mines. It's been a minute. Speaking of songs, what's your go-to genre? I tend to actually go to J-pop quite a bit. More in the Vocaloid territory than anything. But also, I'm really into show music, like musicals. And I love classical music. And I know you're probably gonna call me old or grandma for that, but it's true. But I was having this discussion the other day with someone where I was saying that I've made this argument before, I will stick by it, I will always maintain this argument, that no, you were gonna call me a theater kid? Fair enough, fair enough. But what I was saying is that I will maintain the fact that modern day classical music is just video game and movie soundtracks, like the orchestral stuff that you hear like playing. Like I have always like made that argument, and I will maintain that argument because it is. There we go. That take is so ass? What do you mean? It's true though. Because think about it. Classical music was written in order to, for the most part, written to be the background and accompanying score of like operas. Because you know, it's like there to accompany the telling of a story on a show, like it's there to enhance the story that's being shown, which is exactly what video game music and like movie soundtracks are doing. They're there to accompany and enhance the story. And I'm not necessarily talking about like pixel bit like musics like Minecraft, which I mean it could be included, you could make that argument, but I'm thinking more along the lines of like think Final Fantasy, Nier Automata, or like Kingdom Hearts. Think of like the music in those games and tell me that it isn't like modern day classical music. Like, listen, I have an argument for it. Because, like, you can't listen to those songs or tracks and not tell me that it doesn't somewhat remind you of classical music. Like, come on now. Simple and Clean remix Skrillex KH3 is not classical. When I say background OSTs, I'm not talking about the main theme. I'm talking about like boss music or like the songs that play in the background when you're traveling and exploring, man. Like think of Vector to the Heavens from Days. Like, oh my god. Listen, you were not successful in rage baiting me the other day with like Star Wars stuff, but you are rage baiting me here. I swear to God, Greenwood. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that button. Here we go. Now let me... There we go. The little mimic. A helmet. And I'm pretty sure, like, listen, I'm gonna kind of loop back to what I was saying, where it's just like, I don't know, classical music is literally there in order to like tell a story through its song, and that's essentially what composers are doing for, ooh, I needed that, doing for like movies, video games, and like other stuff. It's just like, okay, but you see my point. Okay, good. It feels just like a Square Enix thing. All of their music feels classical, but I can't say this shit same. Well, no, yeah, I mean, it's definitely not for everything. Because obviously in games like where it's more, their background music's more inspired by modern day music and like pop and everything, obviously it's not gonna really fit in with like the whole, it's classical music deal. But I'm talking more along the lines of like, soundtracks that are orchestral, you know? Like, that actually use an orchestra whenever they're composing their songs and stuff. Which, I mean, there's more than just Final Fantasy and Square Enix that does it. It's just that they're the more prominent ones, you know? Now there's the ladder. There we go. Alrighty, I got quite a bit of stuff. I don't know if I can donate much of it to the museum though. Actually, question, because you sound like you know about this more than me. Can you have classical be closer to pop/rock, or does it have to sound older? I don't think it necessarily has to sound older. I think classical is just, you know, the term that we have for, you know, the music from back then. Like, that's why they're called the classics. But there can be classics when it comes to pop/rock music. It's just that classical kind of refers to, you know, orchestra more often. Like a subgenre? Yeah, I would say so. And I know that I kind of sound like I know what I'm talking about. I'm not really a composer or anything. I just like, I can make it sound like I know what I'm talking about. Oh wait, I need to give you that undersea weed. This. Hang on, wait. No, isn't it you that I need to complete that quest with? Undersea weed, undersea weed. Wasn't somebody asking for that? Oh, it's a quest I haven't accepted. That's why. Not a composer, as she's played literally every instrument on the planet. No, I haven't played every instrument on planet Earth. I only played the piano whenever I was like a child. I play the violin currently, and I played the guitar very briefly. That's it. Because like, and also composing's like a completely different skill from playing an instrument. I absolutely cannot compose, I mean, compose music. It's just like, it doesn't work, click with my brain. AKA every instrument on Earth. Okay, now. I mean, it might be the most prominent instruments, I suppose, but absolutely not the most every instrument on Earth. Oh, excuse me. Thank you for the wood. All right, now time to organize a bit. Ooh, hat. I'm gonna hold on to you and you. And unlock. Oh, it's 1:30 a.m. I gotta go to bed now. I wasn't paying attention to the time. Do you like Kingdom Hearts 3? I know hella people didn't fuck with it. I love Kingdom Hearts 3. It's probably some of the best in terms of like Kingdom Hearts. I know that that's like a controversial opinion, like you know, because like there's a lot of people, but I think the only reason why people didn't really like, you know, click with it is because of the fact that there was such a long release gap. I mean, between such a long gap between the release dates of like Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3. And in general, like Kingdom Hearts 3 was like took 13 years to develop or so, right? So like I understand that it just kind of built up so much hype that it just absolutely could never live up to the hype that was generated during its like during its absence, I suppose. So unfortunately, it was just kind of always gonna have a bit of a bad taste in some people's mouth because, you know, they weren't able to live up to the hype that people came up with in their heads. But I liked Kingdom Hearts 3. I thought it was really good. Get out of my way, please. I can see that. Yeah, I think that's really it because did you know that most people who get into Kingdom Hearts, like recently, like within the past few years after Kingdom Hearts 3 has been released, and they just play them all at once, from like start to finish, Kingdom Hearts 1, all of the side games into Kingdom Hearts 3, they love Kingdom Hearts 3. Like they absolutely adore it. And it, like, I genuinely believe it's because they didn't have that long wait time between games, you know? I've noticed that with like people who play through the games. But yeah, I do think it's just because of how long the wait time was that people didn't really vibe with it all that much. That was you. My first was Kingdom Hearts 3 and I loved it. Then I played through the previous ones. Yeah, exactly. So if you weren't one of the fans that was waiting for so long and didn't have that whole built-up hype thing happen, then yeah. You were gonna probably, you were more primed to enjoy it than the other ones who waited. Ooh, my beets are ready. Ooh, and some pomegranates. Nice. Man, I got so much stuff I need to plant now because I harvested all of my crops. Oh, even the snow peas were done. I didn't even notice. Okay. But actually, do you want to know what's kind of interesting about Kingdom Hearts? My first exposure to them wasn't the games or the music or anything. My first exposure to Kingdom Hearts was the manga. I was browsing through this store in my town that had the manga, and I saw Kingdom Hearts 2 manga on the shelves, and I picked it up because it had Disney characters on it, you know? So I was just like, oh wow, cool, a Disney manga? So I read through it, and you know, it's Kingdom Hearts 2. So I kind of was very confused reading through it because I was like, I have no idea what this context is. I have no idea who these people are. I don't know who Roxas is. So I was very confused, but I did really like it. That's an obscure way to get into it? Yeah. Oh, but you said, trust me, I'm the 34th Kingdom Hearts fan in the world, but I gotta say Kingdom Hearts 4 kind of looks ass. Not gonna jump to conclusions, especially because it's not out. Okay, I mean, to be fair, the only look we have at Kingdom Hearts 4 is a cinematic trailer, really. and it's obviously not done. So you just need to let them cook. You need to give them some time, man. And also, it's also because they're in a different world, you know? That's where Sora is. He's not in the Disney universe anymore. He's in the Final Fantasy universe now. That's why he looks like that. Okay, let's see. I need 10 more, and then 9, 15. I need 15 radishes and 15 beets and 10 radishes. But yeah, I actually own all of the Kingdom Hearts manga, except for all of the ones for Kingdom Hearts 3, because at the time when I started buying all of them in order to, add them to my little library, uh, Kingdom Hearts 3 manga was still releasing. So I don't have all of the Kingdom Hearts 3 manga, but I do plan on getting it eventually. You own all of them? That's such a flex. Listen, I can flex about all of my Kingdom Hearts merch. I have all of the manga, I have all of the novel adaptations, I own several zines, like fanzines, and I own a bunch of the plushies. I own the replicas of the Wayfinder trios, like Wayfinders, the little star charms. And then I own the replica of the chess set from Kingdom Hearts 3. I can go on about my entire Kingdom Hearts merch collection. I love Kingdom Hearts so much. Oh, and for Christmas last year, my parents managed to locate and get me one of the limited edition music boxes from whenever the orchestra was touring around playing Kingdom Hearts music. They had limited edition merch of like 2 music boxes that played different songs from the games. One of them I think was Dearly Beloved, and then the other was Vector to the Heavens. Shion's theme, you know? I love Vector to the Heavens. It's my favorite song in the entirety of Kingdom Hearts. Also, not just Vector to the Heavens, but the regular piano version of Shion's theme. My favorite songs in the entirety of Kingdom Hearts. I adore those pieces of music. And my mom, like I said, managed to get me that for Christmas last year. And I wound it up to listen to it for the first time, and I literally started crying. I was like, oh my god. Like, I was just so happy because actually I had been asking for that for Christmas or my birthday for years. Like, I had been asking for that music box forever. And finally I got it, and I was just like, oh my god. Your bag goes hella deep as shit. What would you say is your favorite merch you own? Doesn't have to be KH related. And it's not necessarily that my bag is deep or whatever, but it's just that I've collected it over the years, you know? Because I've had a good majority of my life to get my hands on this stuff. But in terms of my favorite piece of merch that I own, it probably is the music box, not gonna lie. I love that thing so much. Who else am I gonna have ice cream with as that shit is blaring? Oh, yeah. I think it's so funny. Not bag as in items? Oh, yeah. I think it's so funny because I do think out of context that line is so funny. But, you know, in the moment when you're watching the cutscene, it's so heartbreaking. And with context, like with context of what that line means, oh, heart-wrenching. I just wish that things were happy. Let's see, am I missing anything? Man, it's taken so much time to do work on my farm today. Like, it's already almost evening. Let's see, what else do I want to do today? I could go back to the mines. Do I have... How much of this do I have? What pieces of merch slash collectibles are you eyeing right now, especially since you collect things? Let me think. I'm not entirely sure. Because at the moment, nothing really has my eye. I don't think so. Let's see. Let me hold on to these. Which is an odd thing to hear, I suppose, from a collector. But, like, I don't know. I don't know. I've been really into collecting those V-card TCG cards, you know? And I'm willing to try and get all the cards I need to complete my collection, but at the same time, it is a little pricey, so I don't know. Let's see, are these considered forageables? Where do I turn these in? Oh, I gotta ship them, okay. Let me just toss the... No, I need to keep this seaweed, right. I don't know if you were here when I was talking about this one time, but I don't know how I feel about throne. Do you know what throne is? I mean, this is what a lot of content creators have, a throne where they like put stuff that they want on there, and then their fans can you know, get it for them. And I think that's a really nice thing, but in terms of like personal like usage, I don't know if I'd ever do it, because it's just like I could just get it myself, and I don't know, I would feel bad having my fans, if I ever got any, to like do that for me, you know? Cause like I could get it myself. I wouldn't want anyone to go out of their way to spend money like that. Really, why not? Well, it's because I am in a position in life, thankfully, where I could get this stuff if I wanted to. If I really wanted to, I could just save up money to get them. So I would feel bad having other people get it for me, you know? That's just really it, though. Although, I won't condemn anyone who does use Throne, you know? Because it's like, I'm glad that their fans are happy enough to do that for them. I just don't think I'd ever do it myself. I'm eyeing world domination, so I make it mandatory that everyone owns spiders. I only just now saw that comment, man. What is your deal with spiders? Let me go through my chest and make sure I don't have anything else I could ship out right now. Regular seaweed, under seaweed. It's been a minute since... Nah, bro, you gotta take advantage of that. You're spending your own personal time to stream when you don't got to, you know? I know, but it's like, it's not like streaming is all that hard. It's just like, I don't know. It's just like a personal thing. I just don't feel like, it'd be fair. I don't know. It's just like a personal feeling, you know? I wouldn't be opposed to like, you know, I guess setting up a tip link one day, but actual Throne, like physical goods and merchandise, I don't know. I would prefer to purchase it myself, I suppose. Hello. Gotta go find some people. A silver sword? I don't even have a silver sword. Where is everyone? People are up in their houses. Where do you have to be? I don't suppose you'd share the supplier for your nail polish, would you? It would make a killing in the right markets. A lady's got to retain some of her Mystic Baylor. Want to hear a trick to warm up your hands? Shrug your shoulders up and down 10 times. Works like a charm. Does that actually work? My hands are cold right now, so I can't test that, but I want to know if that works. Whoa, what are you guys doing here? Lovely to see you. Let's gossip. What is Adeline like? Food? Nice. Oh, so I have this movie that I've been wanting to watch for the longest time, and I just haven't been able to get around to it because I've been so busy. And I know that if I were to put it on while I'm working, I'd get distracted and I wouldn't get any work done. It would be so much more fun to do archival work, like creating a record of municipal architecture across various eras of mysterious history. If you're gonna grow the channel by a lot, if not this year, then when you please don't feel guilty if somebody drops $50. Well, I wouldn't be opposed to. I don't know how I'd feel. So here's the thing. I'd be very happy if somebody did that. It'd be very nice, but I don't know if I'd necessarily feel guilty about like tips. I just like physical goods is where I'm like more guilty of, I guess. Where because it's like they're things. I could buy them with my own money, but I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I don't even know if what I'm saying makes sense, but it's just like there's like a bit of a distinction in my mind where it's like giving a streamer donations and tips and stuff is different from like gifts, I guess. Like it's nice. It's the thought that counts between each thing. But like I said, I don't know if I'd ever set up a throne myself. It's so quiet back here. Where's the music? Oh, I bet the old man is asleep. It's already like 11 p.m. Hello? Yeah, he's asleep. And I swing an axe at him. I did not mean to hit that button. Let's teleport. It's just so quiet without the music. That's fair? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind in the future. Maybe I'll be like, whatever. Broke into his house while sleeping. I was trying to say hello, because some people are awake this late, you know? Unfortunately for me, he wasn't, so I just kind of broke into his house, like you said. What's the weather gonna be tomorrow? Sunny? Got it. Let me eat this soup. Well, oh, right, what I was saying. I completely lost my train of thought. So, there's this movie I've wanted to watch for a long time, but unfortunately for me, I didn't know where to watch it. Like, I know you can like buy it on Prime. You can buy pretty much anything there, but I didn't really feel like shelling out the money, and I don't really feel like it still. So I'm just kind of like, man, I really want to watch it, but I don't know where I would. Cause it's another anime movie, kind of like in the veins of Chainsaw Man, but I don't know. I just don't know if I want to shell out the money or not. Cause I don't think it's available anywhere. Like I don't think you can watch it anywhere besides the official channels, unless I were to hoist the sails. But I don't know. I even just have to find the time to actually watch that movie. You just gotta stay consistent, especially because you're already an enjoyable streamer to watch. Can't say that. Well, I appreciate it. And trust me, I'm doing my best to be consistent. It's just that, a lot of the time I stream based on how I'm feeling. So yeah, I really need to push past that sometimes where I'm like, all right, I got a schedule, I gotta stick to it, even if I don't feel like it, All right. Pirate the movie? Listen, if I feel like it tonight, maybe. Let me check on the animals. I want the duck, not the chicken. There we go. Best cereal, Raisin Bran out there is out of the equation. I'm actually not a big cereal person. When I do eat cereal though, I eat Frosted Flakes more often than not. In fact, I'm not really a breakfast food person, if I'm being honest. I don't know, I just haven't really ever vibed with breakfast foods, except when I was traveling in Europe, for a brief period of time. I really enjoyed European style breakfasts because instead of it being like, the traditional eggs, bacon, sausage and stuff, well, they still had that as an option. The places that I went to at least also had like sandwich meats and fruits and stuff. And I really enjoyed that because, it's not the traditional breakfast food. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm not really a big cereal person. Sorry to break it to you, man. I just never have been, ever since I was a child. Like, of course, schools will provide meals for children, and I would eat breakfast sometimes when I would go there, like show up in the morning. It's just that, I don't know, I've never really cared for breakfast all that much, so most of the time I forgo it. Although, if you give me like a meal that isn't like specifically breakfast food, during the morning, I mean, that works. Like, breakfast doesn't have to be traditional breakfast food, I guess. Although, I will say, bro, no waffles/pancakes in the morning sounds like purgatory. I do like, pancakes and waffles, don't get me wrong. It's just that most of the time, I just don't eat it in the morning. In fact, I just don't eat in the morning more often than not. Because, I don't know, I'm just never really hungry in the morning. I only ever start getting hungry around noon. There we go. I was wondering which one I was missing. Although, whenever I was little, when I went to school, Some days, for their breakfast options, they would serve this thing called a pancake on a stick. Do you know what that is? Oh, my mom's like that. Do you feel nauseous if you do eat in the morning? No. I can eat. I just don't. Because it's like my stomach is empty, so I could do it. So I could eat if I wanted to. But I'm just not hungry, so I just don't do it. And if I did eat, there wouldn't be any consequences. But yeah, answer my question. Do you know what a pancake on a stick is? Pancake on a stick, yeah. I liked pancake on a sticks whenever I was little. I sometimes still eat them. Although, most of the time, it's not for breakfast. Just to confirm, it's a sausage rolled in a pancake, right? Yep. We're thinking about the same thing. Let me send my animals in. Let me grab something to drink really quick. I used to fuck up some cereal bars. So, question. What? Okay, this might be a stupid question. What are cereal bars? Like, is it just condensed cereal in the shape of a bar? Like that I understand, but like what's holding it together? What are they using to hold the cereal together in the bar? Because, as I've mentioned, I don't really eat cereal, so I haven't really eaten cereal bars, so like what is holding the bar together? Is it marshmallows? Like Rice Krispie treats? Still no sap. Let's go see this animal fair. Festival. Whatever it's called. Ooh. If you're looking to enter one of your animals into either of the brackets, you can do so at the booths behind me. A little tip, I hear judging panels' biggest considerations are how high the animal's heart level is and how rare their coat color is. Once you're ready, come talk to me and we'll start judging. Hang on, what? Wait. They didn't have that... You make it sound like I'm older than I really am. I'm just assuming marshmallows TBH now that you mention it. Listen, cereal bars have been around in my lifetime. I've just never eaten them because I'm not really big on cereal. Alright, let me enter my animals. I'm gonna send in Loaf. And I'll send in Bean. They're not gonna win because of like, their coat colors aren't rare, but still, they have the highest hearts. Granola bars from the 50s don't count. I don't even eat granola bars! Like, sometimes, like, whenever I was really hungry, but I don't eat granola bars either. I'm not even from the 50s. What the heck? I don't know. Bruh, you don't eat so much food? I don't know. I'm very picky. I mean, I'm not as picky as I used to be when I was younger, but I don't know. I just don't eat all that, like, I was gonna say I don't eat all that much, but I guess that's true, actually. Because typically, my meal days look more like, I have one meal a day, usually like either around noon or sometime in the afternoon, and then I just eat on snacks for the rest of the day. That's usually how it looks like for me. Plus, You're saying I don't eat so much food based on the fact that I don't eat granola bars or cereal bars. Those are two different variants of the same kind of food, man. Bars. Surely, Valen, you can agree that a healthy, well-balanced diet includes a cow-shaped donut or two. Well, they're certainly very cute, but good enough for me. Cheers, Ayland. Oh, that's cute. I like these little cutouts. They're surprisingly cute. I wonder if there could be a broader market for them. Probably. They are really cute. Nah, bruh, I'm a certified professional eater. Unfortunately, metabolism burns that shit the instant it hits my mouth. Oh yeah, so you have a very high metabolism, huh? I don't, actually. Mine's more average, if anything. So, I usually only eat, like I said, once a day, and then I subsist on snacks for the rest of the day. This is all rather more charming than I expected. The capital doesn't have anything like this. Dozy asked me to sign his permission for him to enter the large animal bracket. I offered to magic him up some opposable thumbs so he could do it himself, but he turned me down. An extra pair of opposable thumbs? I think I'll pass. Just let me know if you change your mind. Hello. And you don't eat breakfast. Well, no. But that doesn't mean I can't eat during breakfast time. Ooh. Cow laurels? An alpaca lacy collar? Some decorations for my cows and stuff. Ooh, I need this. Golden cookies and the golden cheesecake. I've been looking for these recipes. So they're sold during this event. Cool. Alright. Let me say hi to everyone. And how does European bread differ from regular bread? I've heard it's super good. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you, because, like, I've only ever eaten European bread, like, a couple times. But I mean, it was pretty good. I don't know. That's a question a certified eater, as you put it, could probably answer. Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's like a little petting zoo. Certified professional eater, excuse me. A secret panel of judges is to decide who has the best animals, huh? I wonder who could be on it. I'm telling you, Hemlock, you'll never shovel up more snow than me. When I was growing up, they called me the Snow King. Oh, I did a lot of shoveling when I was on the road with the band. Side jobs, you know? That's why they called me the Snow Sage. And in my sagely wisdom, I can tell you, I've definitely shoveled more than you. Let me go sell my little junk right here, and then I'll be back up here. I wish I could enter my cat. He'd be great. Oof. I need to get a drink. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about like when the last time is that I had quote unquote European bread. Cause like now you really put it in my head that is like different. Cause it's like, I don't know how different European/American bread is. And now that you've mentioned it, I'm like, is there a difference? Perfect timing. We were just about to get the ceremony started. Oh, you're back. Oh, did you dip out for a sec? After careful consideration from our secret panel of impartial judges, our third place winner in the small bracket is... Lewis's rabbit, Mortimer. How wonderful. In second place, Hayden's chicken, Henrietta. Does that mean Bean won? I knew you had it in you, Henrietta. And finally, the winner of this year's Animal Festival small animal bracket is... Yeah, it's Bean! I've returned with a Pepsi. Yay! My chicken won! Alright, now I gotta make sure my cow wins. My cow loaf. Thank you all for waiting. Our secret judges had a tough time with all the outstanding entries in the large animal brackets this year. Now, in third place, Mary's horse, Swiftwind. Wow, thank you everyone. In second place, Hayden's cow, Sunshine. Well, LB, Sunshine, you did it! And this year's winner of the Animal Festival's large animal bracket is... my cow, Loaf! I won both! Congratulations! I'd like to thank you all for making this year's Animal Festival so exciting. Let's have a round of applause for the winners. Boo, Sunshine! No, there's no need to be mean. But I win. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. I got a chicken wall ribbon, a chicken blue ribbon, a chicken plushie, a duck plushie, a rabbit plushie, a capybara plushie, a golden cow trophy, golden blue ribbon, a blue ribbon for my cow, a cow plushie, a horse plushie, sheep plushie, and an alpaca plushie. That is so many plushies. Display blue, for your chicken's first place win. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of notifications. Oh my goodness, that's a large ribbon. Shortcake equals LeBron in his prime. Third place, who would have guessed? Swiftwind is delighted too. Apparently in animal rearing, at least. The petting zoo is quite ingenious. People seem to really enjoy interacting with the animals. Outstanding! You and Lope really earned that first place. I'll be looking forward to next year's competition, you can be sure of that. I knew my animals would win. Please extend my congratulations to Bean as well. Hi, Dozy. Aren't these cutouts charming? A pity Dozy is too short to join me. I suppose you'll have to do. Rocky, don't worry, you did your best. Tell him he did great, March. You did great, Rocky. Did he enter an actual rock into the animal competition? That's funny. Dude, I've been looking to dye my hair for the first time recently. I'm heavily debating on doing it myself or getting it done professionally. What do you think? Well, if you don't mind the mess and you want to avoid having to pay a whole bunch of money to get it done, then I'd say do it yourself. But if you want it to like look good, like without having to handle the mess yourself, get it done professionally. Because I've gotten my hair dyed in the past, and I didn't really want my hair to be like look bad, and I didn't want to handle the mess myself, so I always get it done professionally when I do get it dyed, which isn't very often. Congratulations, today is a historic day for the annals of Dawnstar farm ranching. Have you ever done it yourself? No, I haven't. Like I said, the mess has kind of deterred me. Especially because I just don't know how to do it in general, so I feel like it's just best if I, you know, leave it be. Leave it to the professionals. I'm gonna hang up the ribbon in your little coop if I can. I cannot. I don't want to do it and end up bald for the rest of the year. Then, yeah, you should probably get it done professionally then. Because if you mess it up, you may end up bald. I'll put the ribbon here then. And then I have all these plushies. Where do I put them? In my bathroom? I think I'll put the plushies in here. Look at them all. Little guys. If I go bald, you would have to go bald too, right? It's good to involve yourself in the community. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to abstain. Don't you know how important hair is to people in the Native American community? I'm kidding, I'm kidding. It depends on the tribe. Hooray, Shortcake's going bald. No, I'm not. I don't know where to put this trophy. I'll just put it right here in the corner. And then it's Errol's birthday tomorrow, so I'll give you... What do you like? What do you like? What do you want for your birthday? I don't know. I have no clue. I guess it's a flower. Flower it is. The urge to move to a farming town and live life like one of these farm RPG sims. I mean, that does sound very idyllic, but I think you're underestimating how much work actually goes into farming. I would suggest probably sticking to like a small garden at first. No, this game has taught me enough. Alright, well, if you actually go and start your own farm, send me pics. I'd love to see how that comes along, man. Ooh, it's snowing, so I don't have to water my crops. Nice. Alright, let's see, I have 71 of these guys. No, wait, I need to go pet my animals. Hello, Bean. Congratulations on winning. Oh, the music changed. This game is so pretty. I know, right? There's so much, like, music in this game, like, that changes depending on the season, the weather, and everything. It's so cool. I keep hitting the wrong button. I want to pick you up. Like, I think it's like, you're in my way. I think there's like different music for every single different types of weather, the different seasons, the whether it's night, evening, morning, or day. It's so cool, so immersive. And then, so I have 77 shiny beads. I need 100, I believe, in order to get the, what is it called? Golden cookies from a statue. I think that's it. Although, now I do have the recipe in order to make my own golden cookies, which I should go do. Wait, I forgot to pet my cows. There we go. Gotta take care of all of my chores for the day. Golden cookie on the way, yeah! Speaking of cookies, it's been a minute since I've streamed Cookie Run, and I've been thinking about doing that again because I'm not caught up to date with like the story and all that. And I do want to get up to date on it because I really enjoy the main character of the most recent patch that just released, White Lily Cookie, and I'm not caught up. I need to catch up. Alright, now where are those cookies? There we go. So I need... Oh, I only need one more golden butter. I could go do that really quick now. But I've been thinking about streaming Cookie Run again. And, but at the same time, I kind of just want to blast through the other story chapters so I can get to the most recent one. And, yeah. That would mean doing all of those story stuff off of stream. But I don't know. You'd be interested in seeing it though? Yeah. I'll make up my mind. Now I need one of you. Actually, let me make 2 batches. Yeah. We got golden butter! Now let's go make some cookies. Also, I need to go find Errol, because it's his birthday. Speaking of cookies, fave cookie IRL? You know those sugar cookies from Walmart? Like the ones with the icing? Those. I don't know exactly if they have a name or anything. They're such a like a junky kind of cookie, but I love those. They're so good. Hell no. What? I'm just saying. I like them. I like them a lot. They're really good. But if you want like an actual cookie answer, I don't know. I like chocolate chip and sugar cookies in general. Prayers for your blood sugar. Listen, I'm making sure that I'm good. Don't worry, I'm keeping an eye on that. Why can't I make these cookies? I need to be level 40 in order to... No, I need to be level 3? In level 40? Why am I so under... Well, that... I was gonna say, why am I so under-leveled in cooking? But I know why. I just don't cook that often in this game. Snickerdoodles are hella good. I'm not really a fan of cinnamon. Like cinnamon is fine in small doses, but too much cinnamon is meh. And I know that there's a bunch of cinnamon on top of snickerdoodles, so yeah. Bad combo for me, bad combo. Where did I put that golden butter? There it is. I'm gonna put you right there for now. Now to find Errol. He's in the museum. Cool. Easy. Dude, imagine if they made a cream cheese cookie. I'd be happy. I'm pretty sure they do. I'm pretty sure I've seen people use cream cheese to make cookies before. Like, I don't know if you'd be able to get the exact flavor of cream cheese, but like, I'm pretty sure they're out there. Somewhat. A nice apple for Darcy? I also really like, now that I'm thinking about it, nuts in cookies. Particularly like almonds, macadamia, or like maybe peanut. Not all the time though. I was taking a walk through the collection and suddenly felt so much pride and gratitude. Thank you for believing in Mystria. No problem. Aren't you cold standing around like that? You can warm up by the forge if you want. Nuts and cookies are so goated. Oh yeah, I am very much a big fan of like having some like texture to my cookies. Sometimes. So adding nuts to them, nice. I like having like macadamia or almond or whatever. Happy birthday, Errol. No problem. Now let's go into the mine, because I still need to get some forageables, I believe. Yeah, I've only sold 3 forageables. So I was talking with Aqua this weekend, because instead of playing Repo, what we did instead was we just got on a call one day and we just chatted. We were just having a good old time chatting. And we were talking about doing this like fan art or like just fun art in general on Fridays and calling it Fart Fridays. And I think that sounds like fun. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that soon or whatever, but it sounds like a fun idea, just doing like fan art those days instead of like doing mainly work, you know? I'll have to get that set up, but I have mentioned in the past that I've been wanting to draw some fan art for certain VTubers, so I'm not opposed. Fart Fridays, that's gas? Yeah! I'm glad you're on board. Oops, I jumped into the water. There we go. Had to lock in for a second. I don't know if you got my pun, Miss Shortcakesnake. I did. Don't worry, I didn't miss it. I just thought if I didn't acknowledge it, we could move on. You're like a little teacher's pet where they're like, miss, we didn't turn in the homework for today. Funny story about that. I think this is true, if I'm remembering correctly how it started. One day I got really mad at a friend in like grade school or whatever, and I purposefully did that because I was mad at them. Like I was like, Oh, we didn't turn in the homework for today. That's vile. They made me mad, and I had done the homework, so it didn't bother me. Biggest op. I was one of them? No, I said I only did it because my friend made me mad. So it's like, I didn't do that all the time, man. Sure, no, it's true. Although I will admit this, and I know that this will probably stick with me. Um, in my senior year of high school, um, did your did your classes do like senior superlatives or like senior awards, whatever they call them, where they're like classes biggest whatever, or like most likely to do this, whatever. Did your school do that? Mine did. Um, so the thing about that is that um, the way that it worked in my school was, nah, they stopped that after 1982. That's not true. That's not true at all. But let me think. The way that my school did it was that we were given a list of like literally every single person in our grade. So it wasn't necessarily, let me pause really quick so I can like think about how I'm gonna phrase this. So it was like a Google Doc or Google form where we had a drop down list of literally every single person in our class. And every student's name was on there, boy and girl. So it was like the top picked answer was the person who won that superlative. And, you know, I know in other schools it's like they're nominated and then they vote. Well, that's how my school did it. It was just like whoever got picked the most times out of this list. And do you want to know what I won? I won a superlative. Yes, it was one of those yearbook things. I won a superlative, but do you want to know what I won? I won biggest teacher's pet. And I don't understand how. Because it's like I didn't suck up to teachers or anything. I literally did nothing. I was just quiet. I did my work. I was nice to the teachers because like I know that they're busy and they have a lot of stuff to do. But I guess that makes me a teacher's pet. Because I'm kind. I don't know, because I'm kind to the teachers. Like, you lost hella aura. I don't know how I won. Like, I don't know what I did. Like, what? I just... It shocked me because I was just like, you had to pick my name out of a list. And they chose me? Nah, you gotta be a demon to them teachers. I'm never gonna be mean to people that are busy and like underpaid. Listen. I would never be rude or cruel or whatever, make their lives harder. Because they already got so much going on, man. But yeah, empathy in the big 2025. More people should be empathetic. More people, I say. But yeah, I mean, I just think about that sometimes, and I'm just like, I don't understand how I was the biggest teacher's pet. But you want to know what was probably a factor? You want to know what probably, like, contributed to people voting me that? One day in, like, one of my math classes, I think my classmates were being like little shits to my teacher, and he was kind of getting fed up, and he was like getting so mad at them that at some point he literally says out loud to all of them, "Why can't you guys be more like Shortcake?" look at her. She comes in, does her work, is quiet, doesn't disrupt class, and she does. Yeah, exactly, just like that. And I'm like, ugh, because I was just sitting there. I wasn't doing anything, and he called me out. And so I was just like, I think that's one of the reasons why they called me a teacher's pet or something. I don't know. He set me up. He did. He did. He's the reason why I was voted biggest teacher's pet. And I didn't even do anything. Doomed you ever since that moment. Yeah, probably. He's the reason why. But it's whatever. Plus, I guess now that I'm thinking about it, I did, this was a thing ever since I was little, where, you know how Teachers Appreciation Day is a thing? Where, like, schools don't really do anything about that day, but students can. Well, ever since I was like young, my parents would always give me like gift cards or like little trinkets or whatever to give my teachers whenever it came around to be Teachers Appreciation Day. And I did that throughout the entirety of my grade school slash high school career. So that might also be a factor because we would give my teachers like a little gift on Teachers Appreciation Day. Because, you know, like I said, they're overworked, underpaid, and they need at least a little appreciation. I feel bad for teachers, man. In fact, a friend of mine is a teacher herself, and she tells me and my friend group that about how difficult it can be, and I'm like, oh man, I'm so sorry. It's like, really, that's actually so nice. They really are underpaid and underappreciated. Yeah, they really are, and it sucks because it's just like. It really sucks, especially knowing somebody who is a teacher and hearing how much she kind of has to go through with not just students, but parents as well. Teachers deserve more. But that's still fucking crazy how out of an entire roster of kids, motherfucker sat down and wrote shortcake. I think you honestly just treat everybody with a lot of respect and that didn't goof around in class. I mean, generally, yeah. I was a pretty quiet kid in class because I knew when to be quiet. And I didn't want to disrupt any more than other kids did, I suppose. I don't know. I guess teachers just liked that I didn't make their lives any harder. But also, what's funny is I have another funny story about like a teacher crash out, like that other one, where it was a different teacher this time. I think I went to like some state competition event or something. So I wasn't at school one of these days. And I think my teacher of this class, it was like an English class or something. She was also out that day, not at the same event, but she was gone for something. And I don't know what happened. I really don't. I come back the next day, and I guess a test or something happened while I was gone. And my teacher, she comes back that day as well, and literally these like giant rules have appeared on the whiteboard, going like, you are not to talk today, you cannot get on your phones today, you cannot do this, that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's never been there before. What happened? And then she starts ripping into my class about cheating on a test or something. And she's like really mad, like really mad. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. I wasn't here. And I was like, what did you guys do? Because, like, if I remember correctly, It was like, she straight up just was like not having it with us that day, or for the rest of the week for that matter. And I was just as confused as, like, I guess a couple of other people that were at the same event I was at. And I go up to her after class and I'm like, Mrs. So and so, I wasn't here yesterday. Did we take a test? And I think she was like calmed down a bit after, you know, getting it all out. And she was like, oh, well then you can make it up on this day. And I was like, okay, cool. But that was so scary. Nah, they initiated World War III the day you missed school. No, really. That was so funny. Although, there was an instance where I did initiate a crash out for my class, and it entirely was my fault, but I did not take responsibility that time. Do you want to hear about that? I call it the calculator incident whenever I talk about it. I'm gonna go ahead. I did initiate a crash out, and I never took responsibility for it. At least not for like, what? 5 years? No, not 5 years. It was more like 3. So when I was in 8th grade, I was in a advanced geometry class or something like that, or something along those lines. It was either geometry or algebra. And in those classes, you have to use a graphing calculator, you know, and graphing calculators are actually kind of expensive because, you know, they don't function like normal calculators. They have to graph out points and stuff. And my teacher, she was nice enough to have like a whole like little wall of them where you could borrow them for the class day. And I don't remember how old I was in 8th grade. I don't know, like 13 or something. I don't know, 12, whatever. So I borrowed one of those calculators every time I would go to class because I didn't have one. And I think this one day in class, I was really bored or something. So I started drawing on the calculator, but with a graphite pencil. So like you could like, you know, you can erase graphite, you can easily remove it. But I forgot by the end of class to remove it. So I put the calculator back and went on with my day. And then come next day, the calculators are missing. And like they're all gone from the wall. So I'm like, uh-oh. So we all sit down in class and my teacher, she gets up in the front of the class and is like, everyone, someone did something very disrespectful. I provide you guys these calculators for free because I know that you guys probably can't get them on your own. And somebody did something really disrespectful and defaced one of these calculators. And they wrote something very disrespectful on it. And until that person comes forward and confesses that they did it, you guys aren't going to be using the calculators. And if they don't confess by so-and-so date, we won't be using the calculators at all for the rest of the semester. And to the person that did confess, I'll know it was you because you will tell me what was written on there, and then I will send you to the vice principal's office and he will punish you as he sees fit. And keep in mind, I was a quiet kid. I'd never gotten in trouble before, let alone been sent to the vice principal's office. So I was terrified. I was absolutely shaking in my boots. So I don't confess. I'm terrified. And the thing is that I didn't even write anything bad. I think she was just being a little dramatic because she said, it took me so long to clean off that calculator. Do you realize how difficult it is to clean it off? It was graphite. Come on now, you could erase that. But regardless, all I wrote was no more. That was it. And so I never confessed. We got the graphing calculators taken away for the rest of the semester. But I was fine because I went out after that day and bought my own graphing calculator. So I never confessed about that for literal years because like I was terrified that somehow I would get in trouble for that years later. And oh my goodness, Aqua, you're here too. So in like high school, I finally admitted to it. Um I finally admitted to it in like a different class. Like we were talking about like 8th grade and stuff for some reason. And I told the class that story. And literally like what, 3 or 4 different like classmates of mine go, "That was you?" And a couple of them go like, "I failed that class," or "I got a B in that class because of you." But all things, the only thing that matters is that I was fine because I got a graphing calculator so that I wouldn't fail. So yeah, that was the calculator incident. Woo! And that was the one and only time I initiated a teacher crash out. Gigi, whoa. Graffiti demon back in her day. She's reminiscing back on the glory days. That was like the one and only time I ever did it. Come on now. It scared me into never doing it again. What was I doing? I got so wrapped up in like telling my story, confessing my sins, that I don't. I mean, the teacher did say you would be getting in big trouble. Yeah, she did tell me that I would be sent to the vice principal's office. And I was terrified. I was so scared. No more, exactly. I think I was just having a rough day that day in math. No more. Start the chants, everyone. Start the chants. But I mean, what's funny is that so my brother, he's like 2.5, almost 3 years younger than me, and he actually ended up taking that teacher as well. Um, I think a few years afterwards, and I told him that story, and I gave him permission to tell that teacher, like, finally confess my sins to her through him. And what's funny is that as soon as he told her that, she just laughed. She she was like, "Oh, it was Shortcake who did it." So I think I would have gotten off if I'm being honest. Or maybe she just kind of cooled off over time. Oh, it's Friday night. I forgot that the Friday night in thing is going on. Whoopsie. I got so enraptured with my calculator story. But how about nah, she was looking for, she was looking for you like she was Batman. Oh yeah, vigilante work, huh? She wanted revenge. Great Aunt Elsie always jumps on the chance to talk about romance when the opportunity arises, but lately she's very keen on offering her insight into what makes a couple compatible. Apparently, it's not just having things in common that makes for a good match. The ways in which you're opposite also makes a difference. She thinks we're well suited for each other, and I'm inclined to agree. Because I'm an adventurer and you're a scholar? Well, yes, that's one reason. Your strength and bravery allows you to explore the depths of the minds. Allowing me to focus on studying and cataloging the artifacts you bring back. How cute. I love him. Bro, back in my day, I was a problem. I'm not surprised. Just kidding. I mean, to be fair, I'm trying to think. I think those are really the only couple times where I was like put on the spot or in the spotlight by a teacher or something. So yeah, I mean, like I was telling you, generally was like pretty well behaved in classes. And a lot of times, during like parent-teacher conferences, teachers will like give parents like feedback, I guess, on what their student or child is like in class or whatever. Every single year, every single teacher would tell my parents, oh, she's a good student. She doesn't cause any trouble. She's good. She's really quiet though. Which is funny because my parents would be like, she is? Yeah, she doesn't speak really in class. And they would be surprised because, as you can tell, I am quite chatty. It's just that I know when and where to be quiet. Like, not disrupting class. That's what they would say to mine. Exactly, you get it, Aqua. So, it's just like... Conference used to be a sort of reckoning that I'd have a nightmare about. Oh no. I mean, if you were as much of a troublemaker as you say you were, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, parent-teacher conferences weren't really that big a deal to me. I just literally would just go to sleep, and that'd be that. Maybe y'all were just mega quiet. Yeah, there's always that possibility. Oh, you want to know what was funny about one of my parent-teacher conferences? So, during my, I think, freshman year of high school, I took a class called Library Aid, where we essentially are like assistant librarians. We would like handle like the checkout and check-in of books. We'd like organize the bookshelves and stuff. It was just like an elective class that you could take if you were interested. And I took it because I was like, oh, that's a good time to like get some homework done in the morning if I didn't get it done the night before. Because it was my first hour class, so I would just go in there in the morning, like first thing in the morning, sit there for like an hour, sometimes do homework, sometimes play games on the computer, and that was that. So whenever parent-teacher conference rolled around one time for that class, the librarian who was my teacher, she goes to my parents and is like, oh yeah, she's a good student, yada yada, the usual. But then she says, oh, but there was this one time that a boy came up to her and asked her out. And she was very respectful, very kind, and turned him down, just saying that she wasn't interested. It was a very mature thing of her to do. So my parents later that day come home and ask me about that, and they're like, you didn't tell us that somebody asked you out. And I was like, I didn't know that somebody asked me out. Because like they described this event and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember anyone ever asking me out. So I'm like, I wanted to ask the teacher at the same time, but I'm like, oh, hello, evil spirit man, hope you're doing well. But I'm like, what are you talking about? Nah, they must have been known you was Arrow Ace. I mean, it's always a possibility, but they described the event that this apparently happened at, like, they described the day that this boy apparently asked me out. And, like, how he asked me out. They never said who it was. They just described exactly how it happened. And I'm like, I don't remember this happening. Like, who asked me out? Not that I would have said yes, because obviously I'm Arrow Ace, but like, I don't remember this happening. So I don't know if the librarian was just mixing me up with like a different library aide, or if she just thought that this happened between a normal exchange between me and another guy. I don't know, but it's funny to think about. And to be honest, that's like the one and only time I've ever been asked out, and I don't even remember this happening. I think it might have just been so casual in your mind you forgot about it instantly. I mean, that's always a possibility. Plus, there is the whole, like, instance of the fact that I just have kind of bad short-term memory, and it probably just happened, I forgot about it, and then, you know, like you said, I moved on with my day. I just kind of wish they told me who it was, because I'm very curious. Like, I was friends with, like, a few guys at the time. I don't really have any guy friends now. But back then I had a few, and I'm just curious about who it was, you know? Like, who was interested in me like that? I'm so sorry, my guy. So sorry for your loss, but... You know? I hope he's doing well, whoever that guy is. Bring me back to the good old devious lick era? The what? Is this a personal thing, Greenwood? Because I don't... Is this something that happened to you? I'm, like, curious and scared of what the lick era is. Oops, didn't mean to hit that button. Let's see, I need 18 beets and then 12 cauliflower. Your generation didn't go through it? I'm not that old! Not you too, Aqua. Okay, listen, I'm just like I'm very much in my own world. I'm in my own lane. So I don't keep up with a whole lot of stuff. Come on now. But genuinely, I'm like, what is the lick era? The devious lick era. No, wait, now that I'm actually saying that, devious lick does ring a bell. Like a very, very faint bell. We're just breaking random ass... Oh, yes, yes, I do remember that. I just don't... Okay. Right. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that now. Yeah, I remember seeing somebody stole a whole ass toilet once, I think. Or it was a sink, I think. Oh, that was really funny. Listen, reminder, I don't use TikTok. So I don't think... So sometimes I'm a little slow on the uptake with viral trends. Oops, didn't mean to hit that button. Like, how the fuck do you leave school with a whole ass toilet? Exactly. Like, surely you're not fitting that in a backpack. I will be with you soon. I've been off TikTok for almost a year now. Ooh, good job, Aqua. Though, I mean, I did mention previously that even if I don't use TikTok, Instagram Reels are essentially TikTok because, you know, they upload... A lot of creators will upload the same things on TikTok and Instagram. So it's like, it's essentially the same thing. Just a bit of a different format. Yeah, I remember you telling me that, Aqua, and it's literally that reason why I refuse to really get into TikTok, because I know for a fact it'd consume, like, way too much of my time. Yeah, that's like a full-on work day, Greenwood. 6 to 8 hours, man. Though to be fair, when I'm on breaks or whatever, I do tend to log that much screen time as well. I have a social media blocked at certain times of the day on my phone to keep me from going down that rabbit hole. Oh yeah! I forgot that you can do that on your phone, where you can like set limitations and stuff. Usually you find that under like parental controls, I think. So, because you know I'm an adult, I don't really think about that very often. Man, now my mind is just on devious lick. Cause like, man, that really was funny. How did those students do that? Social media before you go to bed is like going through a limbo state of never falling asleep. Exactly. A lot of the times I will like play a YouTube video before I go to bed, because sometimes, especially like documentary style ones, I can easily like go to sleep to, um, because they're very chill. They're not very loud or whatever. Oh, it's the festival or the market today. I almost forgot. I need to go check out the market. Oh, you have an app specifically for blocking off that kind of time stuff. Okay, interesting. I may or may not have participated in that trend. Never been caught though. Whoa, really? What was your most devious lick then? I want to know, Greenwood. I do have to get my ASMR videos in before you go to bed. I'm not... Greenwood, how could you? There's not a whole lot of like... I don't really think I really listened to ASMR. Although, there was a period of time where I would watch wood carving videos, like sped up ones, and I really liked the sound of that. Like them making sculptures or like utensils, whatever. I really liked that. Hello. Let me see, a good you. Hello. You stole the moon? Okay, Gru. I am going to steal the moon! Man, what an old movie at this point, huh? I remember when it came out in theaters. Remember when we put on carpet cleaning videos in the hotel? I do remember that! I remember whenever we did that. Wasn't that our other friend's idea? Like, to put that on and just go to sleep to them? Cause, like, I was fine without them, but I remember somebody else suggesting it. Or was that you? Might be fun to try out red hair, like March. Maybe it's just a streak to start with. Ooh, so for some reason, me doing that, humming to this song that's playing right now, reminded me of Epic for some reason. And do you want to know what's crazy? Somebody in my class, like this semester, I was talking to them about a bunch of different stuff, and Epic came up in conversation, and they told me that they hate Epic. Like they legitimately were like, with their very being and soul, were like, I can't stand that musical. And I was like, really? Because, you know, it's so popular that it's very hard to find people that don't like it. So I was like, wow, really? Why? And so we just kind of discussed it for a while. I was just like, whoa. I've never found somebody that actually dislikes it before. No, that was you. They said to keep it on. I remember waking up at 3 a.m. to carpet cleaning. Oh! Did they say why? They gave me a couple reasons. One of them, I didn't quite understand, but the other one was just that they didn't particularly care for the way that they adapted the Odyssey, because they've read the Odyssey themselves, so they were like just not a big fan of how they went about it. The other reason why they said that they didn't like Epic was because they said that, okay, hang on, I gotta think about how they said this. It was like, they said that at the point in the musical where Odysseus decides to become a monster, he takes out those monstrous tendencies or whatever, like his most monstrous vile acts against the female presenting characters in the show, and they found that a bit misogynistic. And I was a bit confused because I was thinking about it and I was like, do you mean the sirens? Because those were like the only like characters I think of about like after he decides to become a monster. And then I thought, or are they implying it's the sirens and that one line he has towards Calypso threatening to kill her? Because I was just a little confused. Because those were the only two female like characters, I think, afterwards, where he's like directly like acting monstrous towards them. I don't know. I was a little confused. But I didn't say anything because I think people are entitled to their own opinions. So I was just like, okay, whatever. And I just moved on. Cause like, I don't know. I was like, huh? But okay. Cause like in my head, it's like, well, he killed the sirens and was like a little cruel to them because they were trying to kill him. And then as soon as he was like, I'm gonna try and kill you to Calypso, Calypso immediately humbled him and he never tried it again. And I was like, I think those are the only two characters, like female characters that he's like that towards. I don't know. Whatever, it's fine though. Like I said, people are entitled to their own opinions and interpretations. I'm not gonna hold it against someone for not liking something I like. He was a monster to his crew and everyone at the palace after he became the monster. Yes, but they said that that Odysseus was specifically doing most of his most monstrous acts towards women and female characters in the show, which is why I was confused. I was like, huh? But I mean, I don't know. I didn't really listen to their whole explanation because we were talking in like a bit of a group. And I was chatting with someone else at the same time while they were explaining this, so I might not have caught on to the whole of their explanation, but yeah. Having a contrarian mindset nowadays is so ass. It's like, it's okay to like mainstream media. Yeah, I don't really care for contrarians myself. Because, you know, like you said, you can dislike mainstream media if you want, but, and it's okay to like mainstream media. I don't know. But at the same time, I'm not gonna be like one of those people where it's like, oh, I can't believe you don't like the same things I do. Need to go say hi to Calderas. It's been a minute. Hello. That young carpenter, Reese, recently ventured into the deep woods to gather fallen branches. He seems to be quite at ease in the depths of the forest and quite taken with birds. He's able to feed them seed right out of his hand. I've begun leaving him bundles of timber so that he might have more freedom to enjoy his time among the trees. The only thing I think that I would judge you for disliking that I like is something like Avatar: Last Airbender, I think. Or Kingdom Hearts. You don't like everything I do, explodes you with my mind. You're right. That's the way I should approach things. I need to immediately psychically explode somebody if they don't like what I like. You know, there was actually a point in my life where I was a little bit more concerned about what other people thought about the things that I liked. But I think now that I'm older, I'm just kind of like, whatever. I think it only really matters if it's like somebody I'm close to, where I'm like, aw, more like downcast about it. You almost forgot you need to do your yearly rewatch? Yeah, me too. I need to do my yearly rewatch. You know, I actually had a friend that had never watched Avatar Last Airbender. Like, and we were like, what? So we obviously were like, we need to show you. But it's crazy to think that there's people that haven't actually like grown up with it like I have. In fact, I have a funny story about Avatar Last Airbender. So I didn't watch it like on Nickelodeon or anything, like the actual cable show or cable channel. I actually have no idea how I got it into my hands because my family owned the DVD sets. But the thing is that none of us have any idea who got the DVD sets or where they got them from, because we've asked around different family members. I've asked my parents, they've asked us, we've asked others who got us these DVDs, and we have no clue. They just appeared one day. And yeah, I guess you can quite literally say they were a gift from God or whatever. Avatar is just that good. Because it's like, where did it come from? Let's go on a date, Ayland. Still don't know how to do anything else. But I don't know. It was the spirit of Gigi. My cat, before he was even born, he's the one that did it. I used to watch it on Nickelodeon, but as a kid I didn't understand how new episodes work, so I haven't seen the whole Aqua! Next time we do a hangout together, we're gonna have to get you through the whole of Avatar Last Airbender. Come on now. Ooh, fried rice. I didn't realize that you hadn't seen it all the way through. We need to rectify that immediately. It's on the long list of things I need to watch. I mean, fair, but like, we've been friends for how long and you haven't finished it? Yeah, but um, there's another show that I have been trying to force all of my friends to watch, my IRL friends, called. Actually, I was talking about it with you, Greenwood, the other day. Princess Tutu. I love Princess Tutu. Such a good magical girl show, and I've been slowly trying to make my way through and trying to get my friends to all watch it. I love Princess Tutu. In fact, I think Princess Tutu is a show that I really want to make fan art for. So whenever Fart Fridays comes to fruition, Princess Tutu will be on the list. Let me get a drink. Fart Fridays, the world is slowly healing. Yeah, I was talking about Fart Fridays earlier, Aqua. Um, Pitching the idea. Because there's so much fan art I want to do. Um, I just need to have like a day set aside just to do it, you know? Hello, Gigi. Me little kitty cat. Also, you should probably add Fan Art Fridays behind it. It might attract the wrong crowds of I mean, yeah. I will probably make sure it's clarified before, you know. Don't worry, don't worry. I'll do my best to take precautions. Have we watched Nana? I haven't, but I know about Nana. I did see that they recently just did a limited edition print run of its manga, which I think is pretty cool. I don't really know much about it, but I've seen it. It's on the long list. Aqua, just out of curiosity, just how long is that list? Like, you don't have to give me an exact number. Very? Okay, exactly. I know one of them is Invincible. I need to get you through more of Invincible. I'm so excited for season 4. Yes! Yes! Aqua got a lifetime of shows on her list. Yep. If you think I don't watch a whole lot of stuff, Aqua has watched even less. Gotta let me animals out. Whoop. Bum, bum, bum. The list gets longer and longer and not that much gets marked off. Isn't that just the way, though? Ain't that just the way? I still haven't gotten any sap. I'm still on that quest. I'm never gonna get any sap. I don't know where to get it. I need to cook some more in this game too, because I need to raise up my levels in order to be able to make those golden cookies. I have yet to be able to make them. That's a cute emo evil. Oh. So, I think it won't be too much longer, but, I'm supposed to be getting my emotes relatively soon, that I'm gonna be implementing. I'm really excited about that. I'm only getting 5 for now, but I think that's enough for the kind of stuff that I do here. I'm really excited. What if you spoke British for an entire stream? I can't do a British accent. You super excited? I'm super excited. I'm super excited. I'm super excited for the emotes because there's so much I would like to do in terms of like adding to the stream and stuff. It's just that, you know, I can only allocate so much money to this right now since, you know, I'm kind of small and I don't really have that much of a budget. But one day I'll be able to implement more and more. I'm really excited for that day though. That'd be cool. And thanks to viewers like you, we can get closer and closer to that dream every day. My farm is a mess. Bro, you sounded exactly like an ad. Well, that was the goal. You know, whenever I was younger, and I took like, cause you know how a lot of the time in elementary school and or high school, they're like, you have to take a foreign language class for whatever reason, and in order to graduate. Well, I used to be able to replicate the sound of like the pronunciation guide pretty well, and people would be like, "Whoa, how'd you do that?" Take our money right now. I appreciate that. I don't really have a way for you to do that unless you were to like, I don't know, wait until my affiliate is officially gone through. But I really appreciate that you're willing to support me. That's very nice and kind of you. But yeah, I I like trying to sound like that. In fact, back in high school, for a part-time job, I worked at a fast food restaurant, and I worked over the headset with like taking orders through drive-through, and it was funny because it was like I got comments sometimes from the drivers being like, isn't a person supposed to be working this? Because like I think they would mistake my voice as being like an automated system or whatever. Which is really funny to think about. Oops, that's not my animals. They I mean, yeah. You know, speaking of working at this place, there was this one like customer that came in all the time, and I remember his name, and I don't think it's like doxing or anything for me to say it because it's just his first name. But he was a police officer. His name was Adam, and he looked like, if you imagine a stereotypical like cartoon cop in your mind, that is exactly what he looked like. Like literally, he had like jet black hair slicked back, the aviators, the mustache. It was everything. And I was like, oh my god, he's from a cartoon. Like, I just think about that sometimes, where like all the people that I encountered whenever I worked there. That was fun. I don't think I'd ever work in food service again if I am able. But I'm glad that I did, even for a little bit, so that I can accumulate the experience and also get funny stories like that. We can't all be AAA people. Mm-hmm. You're so right. Man, I'm not ready to go like back to work. Like I'm not actually like working yet because I'm still in college, but it's still like a lot of work. Keep the world on its toes. Yep. I like it like that. Keeping the world on its toes. Oop, didn't mean to do that. No, I don't mean the CIA. No, I'm not a CIA agent, I swear. Which is something a CIA agent trying to keep their cover would say. But I swear! Yeah, I think you only think that because of all the stories I was telling you the other day. We aren't hiring. Sorry, there was a really loud, like, fire truck just now going by, so I tried to be quiet. The benefits of living next to a really busy road. I think I have enough time if I can go find and say hi to Ayland. Yeah, I'm gonna go into the mines. It's been a minute since I've been there. Still no sap. How am I supposed to finish that quest if I can't find any sap? It's been how long? Eat some soup. Two streams without sap. Yeah, we're just gonna be sapless forever. Bro, they don't even pay, have money to pay me. Oh no. Really enjoyed talking with you. The food was good too, of course. But the real treat is getting to learn more about you. Ah, I swear, only fictional people can do that. Only fictional men can get me to do that. Hi, Ayland! Exactly, that's how I am. Anytime I see him on screen. Oh, good, you have that quest now. Let me go get that. You stay where you are. I need to go get your seaweed. Never mind, I'm not going to the mines. I'll go to the mines tomorrow, probably. One day, I'll be able to finish all these quests. There's a lot of little quests to do here. Not that I mind. I like how it's just so chill about it, but there is a lot to do. So question, has anyone in chat played Stardew Valley? I want some opinions on that. Because I've been recommended it in the past, but if it's... I don't know if I'd like it. If it's anything like Fields of Mystria, I probably will. But if it's not, then I don't know. Haven't. Wasn't expecting very many people to have played it because I haven't really played it myself. But I know some friends that have played it. They're super addicted to that game. Yeah, I hear that it's pretty addictive, especially to the people that really, really like it. But unfortunately, unless it's really similar to like the mechanics here, I don't think I'd really get into it. Because I've played some farm sims in the past, particularly Rune Factory, but oops. But I didn't really like the mechanics in there. So I just feel like I wouldn't really like a lot of farm sims in general. Though to be fair, the main reason, and I think I mentioned this before in a previous stream, the reason why I didn't really like the farming mechanics in Rune Factory is because you literally had to fill up your watering can every single time you wanted to, like, you know, water your crops. And when you ran out of water, you had to go back to the well and all that, and then come back, keep watering. Whereas here, as you could see from the times that I have taken care of my crops, it's just like an infinite like water can, so I don't have to do that. And I appreciate that because it's just like a less tedious concept. Oh, that's ass. Yeah, I didn't really like that a lot. It really killed my enjoyment of the farming aspect of that game. Ugh, voice crack of that game. You feel like it's close in concept though, Aqua? Yeah, that's what I hear. That's what I hear. Ooh, finally, I'm in Level 55. Good, because that's where I finally unlock the stone refinery. I've been wanting that because you need that in order to expand your farm. Good, finally. You should try it though. I wouldn't be surprised if you really like it. Yeah, I'll look into it. I'll look into it. Although I think I did tell you guys that the reason why I was so incensed to try out Fields of Mystria was literally because of Aeland. Because he was a romanceable character, I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. So, I don't know what all the characters look like in Stardew, but I'll take a look at it. Meet me at the entrance to the mines. Sure thing, I'll do that after I take care of my crops. I don't blame you. Aeland is one hunk of a man, right? He's a nerd, but I love him. I like nerdy guys. They're fun. I can... Do I need this for anything, actually? It's a... what? Vintage sickle. I don't think I need that for any of my quests. I didn't walk in. I look over to my second screen for just a second in order to check and thinking I walked into the coop and I didn't. Dude, I feel like you'd love Minecraft. Okay, so actually, I've been talking about this with Aqua for the longest time, about playing Minecraft, and I'd love to do that. I used to play the mobile app version, like, when I was a child. Pocket Edition? Yeah, that's what it was called. And I really did enjoy that a long time ago. It's just that I haven't played it since, and I've been really interested in doing streams of that. But at the same time, I hear that it's a little rough playing it on stream. Because like apparently the launcher really lags out computers. So I'd have to really set things up in order for my little PC to run it smoothly. But I am interested. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Once you get your new PC trust, I trust you. I trust your words. Hashtag soon. Man, it's quiet. Oh, right, mines. I literally forgot that's immediately like my task for the day. Oh, so you know what is something else I'm kind of looking forward to? Um, so I don't know if anyone actually streams and chat or whatever, but something that you have to unlock that I didn't know. Apparently, you have to work towards unlocking those like VIP badges, and I'm kind of looking forward to unlocking those because I wanna use them somehow. Because initially when I started streaming, I gave Aqua and another friend mod roles because I didn't have VIP roles. So now they're just mods. But if they're not interested in like doing mods and stuff, I'll give them the VIP role instead. What do you think, Aqua, if you're still in chat? Would you prefer to be a VIP or do you like having your mod powers? Because I kind of like mod powers. Okay, you can keep your mod powers. I see Adeline has summoned you as well. Hello. Thank you all for coming. I'm delighted to share that the King's Council has officially congratulated Mystria on our rising town rank. Mystria is quickly becoming one of the highest ranked regions in all of Aldaria. What an honor! I couldn't be happier with the progress our little village has made. In addition, the king himself has offered us an opportunity to receive something called a stone refinery, delivered straight to Mystria from the capital. Whoa, double whoa, triple. Let me illuminate. Ulrich, there has been much talk in mining circles of the kingdom's new stone refinery technology. Credible sources say that the device crushes and converts stone into useful materials such as gems and refined stone. It would be an enormous boon to have such a remarkable device here. Now we just have to find a place for it. Ooh, now I get why you wanted to talk to us. Indeed, such a device will need its own bespoke workshop. Shall we all take a look inside at the entryway to the mines? Let's go. Me, I'll be the next VIP. I won't call you a decrepit old lady anymore. Well, I think that we could do something about that. Because, you know, there's like, there are certain streamers I've noticed that have like, after you reach a certain amount of channel points, you can get the VIP role. I'm thinking about doing that. So, you've been with me for a long time, Greenwood, like, tuning into my streams and stuff, so you might accumulate enough, channel points in order to get one, you know? I haven't decided a price, but it won't be too far in the future, I assume. As curator of the museum, I would say that construction near this dragon statue would be inadvisable. I think over here would work. It's been a while since I've done any mining. This is going to feel so good. I'm glad to have you on board, Ulrich. Now, I'm no expert in this kind of work, but I have some plans I was hoping to run by you all. 200 pieces of wood, 400 stone, 20 sap! Not more sap! And 5,000 tesserae should be enough to handle building up the room and shipping the stone refinery to Mystria. I haven't even managed to get my hands on one sap. Now you want me to get more sap? You can count on me, of course. Wonderful, I'll set out a donation box outside the mines. Yeah, no, sap. I have yet to get a single drop of sap, and now they're asking for 20 pieces when I still need like 30 or 90, whatever it was. My bad, little bro. I read your other comment. I'm trying to be nice to you, Greenwood. Ooh, more stuff to sell. Wait, I think I need that. Stone refinery. Let's see. Some of these townsfolk ask for stuff that you can just mine up sometimes. Oh yeah, you want golden butter. I forgot about that. Like a miner's pickaxe. Nice don't get you millions in the corporate world, kiddo. I know, but we're talking about earlier about how this world needs more empathy. So I'm trying to be nice and empathetic. I don't need millions. I just need more people to be nice. I need sap. No, I need sap. I need like, what, 110 pieces of sap now or something? And I don't have any? I don't even know where to get this stuff. I'm gonna have to look it up. Although, when I did look it up the other day, it said, you get it from saplings. And I'm like, okay. I've been cutting down saplings, though. Whoa. Well, at least stream didn't crash. I have noticed that it seems like I have somewhat fixed the connection issues with my streams, which I'm glad. I'm glad. Because used to I couldn't stream for more than 2 hours before it would crash on me. So we're almost at 3, so yippee! I think I fixed it. Now let's see. I can very easily finish the wood and stone because I have like 999,000 stone, and I'm pretty sure I have like over 200 pieces of wood. It's literally just the sap that's holding me back. I haven't pet any of my animals yet. Whoopsie. Which one are you gonna look for first? I don't know. I've been on the hunt for sap for so long that I think I just need to commit. I just don't know. I don't know where to get it. I don't know where to find the sap. I've cut down so many pieces, like little saplings. I've cut down big trees. I don't know. I'll find it eventually. Alright, there we go. I've taken care of my animals now. Let's see. Little bitty tree right here, no sap. Oh, but kind of like going back to what I was talking about earlier about Minecraft. One thing I am a little bit weary of about playing Minecraft as well is that I'm not really a big builder. Like, I can build stuff, but I can't make it look pretty, and I feel like that's gonna be judged. Like, I'm gonna do my best building a decent house, and then it's not gonna look good at all. Like, look at this. Look at this little living room. It's not that cohesive. A lot of people can't. That's okay. I mean, yeah. But, I mean, just like, I want it to look aesthetic. I want to be an aesthetic person on Minecraft. Who would judge you, Shortcake? I don't know. Maybe somebody that has a tendency to joke around a lot. I don't know. Let's see. I don't think there's really much else for me to do in terms of like the sap situation. I think what I'm gonna have to do eventually is just take a look around. The Joker is in chat with us. Yes, they are. But I think that what I'm gonna have to do is like look up where to get sap some other day before I get it, like, fulfill these quests, because I still have to finish this, and I think I need like 90 pieces of sap for this one, and I just don't know where to get it. Okay. Oh right, there were some other quests that I wanted to fulfill really quick. The golden butter I can do. I can buy rabbit wool, I believe. I don't have that, don't have that, don't have that. I don't have an orange. I probably can buy one. You're pretty ass at building houses too. So it would quite literally be like a pot calling kettle black, huh? Let's see, I don't have any rabbit wool here. Let me grab that. And then I'll go check Baylor's stall and see if he has any rabbit wool today. And then I can knock out 2 quests, hopefully. Let's see. Nope, it doesn't look like he has any rabbit wool today. Unfortunate. Unfortunate timing on my end. Hooray! Yeah, unfortunately we need to can the hoorays for now. Because I failed in getting rabbit wool, so I can't do 2 quests. Where's Nora? Where is she? Yeah, I thought she would be in here. Ooh, money! Only 150 coins? No! Not you too! He's asking for sap as well! I'm not taking your quest. I already need too much other sap. Why does this town need so much? Why does everyone need sap? That's what I'm saying. Like, can't I have a break on trying to find that? I've been looking for 2 seasons now. I searched all fall. I'm halfway through winter. I have yet to find any. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna have to leave it to another day to try and find some to finish these quests finally. Because I'm starting to build up a good pile of quests I need to do. I wonder if it's only a spring thing. I wouldn't be surprised. But either way, I think I'm starting to lose a little steam tonight. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and save and end the day here. But yeah, thank you everyone. Oh wait, what'd you say? A bit of a random question, but what's one skill you want to get into in 2026? Bookbinding. I really want to get into bookbinding because I think it's such a cool little skill to have, and I've been interested in it for a while now. Okay, but anyway, what I was saying is that I think I'm gonna end stream here, and gonna, you know, go to bed because I do have to go to classes tomorrow. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining me tonight. This was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun chatting with you all again. And I'm gonna most likely stream again on Tuesday, Thursday. I'm trying to stick to that schedule. Though I can't guarantee what I'm gonna stream because it's usually dependent on my mood the day of. Yeah, goodbye Aqua. Bye everyone else as well. I hope you all have a good night. I hope you all had fun hanging out with me. Yeah, thank you. All right, well, bye everyone. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Just look for the go live notification because I don't know when I'm gonna stream. I'll just hit the go live button. All right, bye.